start of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Off play action, Richardson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And complete right side to Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And he is not going to get through here on try #1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Richardson to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Richardson off the play fake. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Richardson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Eagles had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Purdy. Finds his tight end Ingram. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Richardson to the air on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Bullock. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10. Now Richardson. Connects with Kittle underneath. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And a catch made by Hopkins. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. They go play action with Richardson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Devontae Smith, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that one all tied. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On third down, it's Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now Purdy. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Pretty good effort there just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I thought for a second he might get all the way and pick up the first.
But he really did give it an excellent effort, a little extra effort there. He actually kept them in a position where there's a decision to be made on 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Chase Young in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Richardson's throw taken in by Bourne. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle they go. It's McKinney. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Purdy. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struck. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And complete right side to Cook. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to the air with Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 9-yard
line. Richardson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Richardson off the play fake. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown LA. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the...
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devon Achane, 75 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Steps away. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Richardson to the air on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The throw over the middle taken in. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Here comes second down and 5. Here's Purdy.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Looking to throw. Elliott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lance back to throw.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Here's Lance.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Lance looking to throw. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Lance. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left. Want to save it.
Remember, the 1 timeout still available as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's 1st and 10.
They run the counter with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, and make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Richardson dials up the first throw of overtime.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
On is the Chargers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Net score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Lance going to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinney.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A run straight ahead with Achane.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Now Lance.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. First down, here's the run with Cook.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Now Richardson.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone wants
you